Well, guys, welcome to day number 2 of the accumulation effect after UPW. Brian Bradley from the Egoscue method. And I want to start today by talking about Pete Egoscue. I didn't really get a chance to tell you who he was, what it's all about, how the method started. And I think one of the coolest stories I've ever heard is the one when he was in Vietnam, and I think it was right around 1970, that would have been 1968-ish. 71 was when the method was born, and I'll tell you why. Around 1968-ish, I don't know exactly when, he's going through a jungle with a platoon, and somebody puts up their hand like this, everybody drops, he walks to the front, and he got to see the amazing quality and ability and efficiency of the human body. This woman's walking through with a big thing of rice on her head, and she's pregnant. She stops, takes the rice off, unravels her clothing, squats down, and gives birth to a child, wraps the baby back up, redresses, picks up the rice, and walks back to her village. At that moment, he was in such awe that you fast forward to after his injuries in the war to his left side, glute, hip, knee, all that, when he was going through the same thing that many of you are going through, which is, why is this happening to me? Why is my body stuck like this? I'm making my physical therapist job impossible, but you don't even know that. But after UPW, you do know that, because your body responds to the work that you put in. And I know many of you are working, but you're spinning in that gerbil cage. You're just running and it's not going anywhere. You're on ice trying to do sprints because not that you're doing the wrong thing, but your body can't really handle the work that you're trying to put in. It's not holding. There's no foundation for it to hold. So it's like my baseball players who come in and say, I have elbow pain, when they're starting to throw the ball with their arm rather than their hip and then their torso and then their arm. You're no different. So I'm outside here in South Florida, getting ready to fly back to California. So excuse me, because here comes a fire truck, but at least let you know that we're in the city, we're alive. Here we go. That's what I love about COVID-19. I hate everything about it, but I love the idea that these authentic videos like this, I'm not editing any of that out. It's staying because it lets you know what real life's all about. And we'll pray for that person who probably needs the help of that ambulance that went by. So let's get back on topic. Pete Egoscue in 1971 discovered his own wow moment when he finally quit looking at the external resources, the doctors, the great PTs, the medical people trying to help him with his chronic pain and injuries, and he finally took it on himself to solve the problem. Picked up Gray's Anatomy and said 1 + 1 = 2. So this bone have articulations, muscle attachments, and that's how the method was born. I've been with them 30 years this year, and it's been game-changing ever since I came out of the university setting and thinking I know everything there is about physiology and biomechanics, when honestly, I knew nothing. I knew nothing. And the typical allopathic medicine world knows how to dive deep and solve problems like what we're doing with COVID-19. But what we're skipping in a very important time like this is that discussion about your diaphragm. That discussion about you've got to allow the contraction of your diaphragm to create that downward movement, which, by the way, puts pressure on your internal organs, which, by the way, like an accordion coming like this, it's doing this up and down, which is sucking more air in, but at the same time compressing your organs, which moves your lymphatic system, which could help sponge everything that it's affecting in that area. So I talked a lot the other day about the psoas, and you can look that up, PSOAS. Just look at its attachments on the spine, through the pelvis, and in the leg. It's the only muscle that does that. It is actually the circuit breaker. It's the on switch for everything. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to talk to you about that when we do these, for example. We went over arm circles. And why did I have you leave this position and come to fist width apart, and then your feet 5 degrees turned in, pigeon-toed? Why would I go to that slight pigeon-toe? Because the attachment of that muscle is way up under here, and if your feet are out here, it's just bleh, and that's what you're feeling. And that's why many times your body kind of looks or feels like it looks like this, this, this. And you want to try to go to a CrossFit gym or do a workout in that position? No wonder CrossFit gets blamed for hurting people, and CrossFit has never hurt anyone. The body you take to the CrossFit is what creates the problem. The body you take to the workout creates the problem. It's never the sport. There's no such thing as bad motion, just the wrong alignment when you approach it. Make these small 2 millimeter shifts in your posture, and it's a game changer to your talent, whatever that happens to be. Okay, so let's go through these again. 5 degrees, slightly pigeon toe. Fist width apart, relax your shoulders, hands are down beside you like this. Shake it out, pull your shoulder blades together, and you'll notice from the side view what I did not do is this. I did not go, all I did was slide the shoulder back, and I'm trying to put it right in there, trying to bring those together. So in this position, if you move, check your foot position, drop the shoulders, arms are here, and circle. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 times, whatever you want to do. I'd probably recommend no more than 40 to start. Let your body get used to this over time. And then go palms up, shoulders down and back, and circle up and back. Welcome to day 2 with the Egoscue method. I'll see you over the next 5 days, and then I have something special for you at the end of the week. We'll talk to you guys later.